What's your opinion on Farage?
See, I don't really know much about Farage, and I don't think he's fit. But Boris Johnson, I just know, like, off the internet, when he goes, like, a beautiful new blue passport.
What?
Vegan sausage rolls.
That's good. That's a good impression.
Is it?
Just do a bit of a kind of like head bobble and then you've got it, like a bit of a kind of
Vegan.
shaking of the hair, and then that's it. Like you just need to do that kind of thing, like rub your hands through your hair and you've got it. All right, okay. Oh, I am boiling. I don't know why I wore this jumper.
Hot. Should we go outside?
Yeah, go on then. I'll do my hair later. I'll just leave that. I'm not doing that. Yeah, come on. Do you know, I'd quite like to have that view in politics. I like it.
Do
like,
ya?
Just judge it on who's the fittest.
Offs.
What about Keir Starmer? You think he's fit?
I don't know who that is.
The Prime Minister?
Oh, the Prime Minister now?
Yeah.
No.
No?
No, but I am a Labour kind of gal.
Oh, yeah.
So, no, he's not fit.
No. So you wouldn't vote for him?
I would vote for him,
All right.
but
Well, this is
Boris,
a bit cooler.
I'm not a Conservative, but because he is like my type on paper, then I do like him.
Yeah.
I think that the UK was the first place to be colonised, and it was colonised by itself. And it's like colonisation is the act of this kind of like split and exploitation of each other
I
and
don't get
nature.
any of the words.
No, I
What's
think-
colonisation?
Yeah, there's a lot of syllables in it.
It's a behaviour and culture of exploitation. That is what capitalism is, that's what colonialism is.
Capitalism?
Yes.
So what would you prefer?
So where I'm at, I'm like perfectly neutral. I think if you lean too far to one or the other, you're gonna get a world that's very self-destructive.
Yeah, well, it's just at the moment, currently where we're at.
Exactly, we're too far on the other side already.
What side?
It's kind of...
I think we're more capitalist than we are communist.
Like,
What do you mean by we're more capitalist? Capitalist?
I would describe, I think we probably have
Capitalist.
very different descriptions. I would describe it as capitalism encourages people to work hard and you get what you deserve if you work hard for
But
it.
that's not true though.
So what do you want to do? Like put a cap on, like
It's
no,
not
you
about
can't
that.
earn, you
It's
can't
about
earn
like
any more than
installing
that.
ethics into people and going like, if you're not going to spend it in this lifetime, maybe don't have it. Like people die of starvation.
But I think there are
every
people
day.
that are morally trying to help
they?
others and understand
Yeah.
that they want to pour into others. So they get their wealth and then give back in.
And by gluing ourselves to roads, etc., is that the way to go about it?
People are desperate. No one wakes up in the morning going, I'm going to go and sit in a diaper in the middle of the M25 just for bands. Like, this is an act of desperation to get people to listen.
Generally, protesters are very reasonably middle-class people. It's champagne socialism, isn't it? It is.
Well, yeah, when you see someone having to cut their house in half because their house is going to fall in the sea, you can call it champagne socialism. You haven't seen the hurt that climate change is already causing in this country.
But we can't bankrupt businesses for the
It's
sake
not
of
about
net zero.
bankrupting businesses. It's like you don't understand how much money there is in the world.
I know, but
and I don't blame
a healthy
you.
economy and a healthy opportunities for everyone requires good businesses, not bankrupt businesses.
Exactly, it does
We need
require
a strong
good
economy,
businesses with
strong
ethics.
businesses, and not
With
people blocking up
ethics.
roads where
With
ambulances can't get
ethics.
through. People
That's
can't get
actually
to
such a
work.
falsity because we tell every single time there's a protest, we actually have negotiations with the Met for months
Would it
to
be
pick
easy?
out ambulance routes, etc.
Oh, really?
All of that, yes, people don't even know that. Like, we don't just go on one day and be like, yeah, let's sit on the
But
road.
would it be
There
easier
is
if
so
you
much
ran
planning,
it?
and they know.
So the emergency services are aware.
They are aware.
Yeah,
and
but then
if
they
they
get a
come
random phone
through,
call in an area that's not been. How
if
can
they
you
come
discuss
through,
where
we
they're
get
going?
up and we go.
So would it be quicker if you weren't there though?
But the thing is, they've already replanned the routes.
How can you plan a route for something you don't know what's
Haven't
going
you
to
heard of
happen?
logistics, babes? I'm so sorry.
But protesters, like,
Remember,
their
we-
aim is to cause as much disruption as possible.
But
Simply.
the aim
draw
is,
attention.
it's not just to cause distraction, it's to wake people up. It's to make people
Wake
step
people
out
up.
of like the mundane
But aren't people
and to
sick of it?
recognise.
Aren't people sick of
People are sick
like
of it.
watching, say, a sporting event,
People
and then
are
someone
sick of
comes
it.
on and throws, like,
People
ties
are sick
themselves
of
to
it.
something
But
like.
have you ever like lived through like tornado? Because I've met people who have. Have you ever lived through wildfires that just destroyed your home?
Have you?
Exactly, and I've
Right.
met people who have. I've lived
Okay.
in poverty, so I know what it's like to be the underdog.
Right, but you don't.
I've lived in severe
You don't have to
poverty.
have lived in poverty to sympathise and empathise with people.
But it's not, empathise requires action.
You enjoying your stay, sir?
Do you know, I'm loving it actually,
That's
yeah.
amazing to hear.
It's nice to look at everybody else enjoying themselves and eating nice food. Yeah.
Love that. Take a slice bit of melon if you want, sir. Do you like,
No,
do you
I
like
bet
melon?
I'm not allowed. I'd love to. Oh, God.
And they're like,
Yeah, enjoy your food.
So annoying.
Yeah.
Have a thing.
Far too much joy being spread over there.
Yeah, that table, yeah.
I think it's time to spread a little curry.
Yeah, come on, power in numbers. Fuck this.
It's all so
Fucking
boring.
sausage, mate. Oh, come on, just a little sausage. Just a...
Ryan! Ryan, no! We're gonna fail!
Well, if you're having one, I'm having one. Can I have?
You sausage gobbler!
This is insanely entertaining. People are going to start cracking, aren't they?
There's just rules getting broken up. I don't understand.
Can I smell your breath?
Ryan went up and had a sausage.
We don't get food now.
No, you get loads of
Ryan's
fails.
breath.
That's a foul, bro.
I was hungry and needed a sausage.
I'm walking. I was gonna blow then. I was like, I'm walking away. I was gonna be like, how long do you think we are? And we're stood right here and we're not eating nothing. We're hungry!
Sarah is about to shove that fork up his arse.
Khaled's like literally pulling his hair out at the minute, brother. I've not seen Khaled so in my life, bro.
No, you're doing a great job.
He's fuming.
I reckon Sarah's going to have his guts for garters.
You all right, sir?
Yeah, I just having 5 minutes.
She hates me. Fucking hell.
Don't worry. One sausage won't hurt nothing. It's when you have multiple sausages.
Yeah.
That's when it gets a bit tricky.
Yeah.
Oh my God, I give up. I'm just can't do it.
I think it's going to hit the fan today. And it all started with one sausage.
That sausage was good, you know. Do you not want one? I can go and get us one each.
I need a sausage.
If you have one, I'll have another one.
I feel like we've already failed the task.
Exactly.
Anyway.
So what's the point?
And then we're going to be on ration, so might as well eat all
Come on
that.
then, let's go, champ.
Go on.
You are a bad influence.
Go on.
No,
You've got to do it first, then.
No.
If Ryan had a sausage, I'm having a
And
sausage.
if you have another one, I'm having another one.
No one's having a sausage. Please don't have another sausage. You can't have anything yet. We've not eaten either.
Yeah. Well.
We're on the same page as you, babe.
Oh!
No, Ryan!
Ryan, you are such a
Sarah! Smile.
I can't believe you did it. I can't believe you did it. I can't believe you did it. Steak, man.
Listen.
Lily, don't think that's a free pass for you to have or wherever
Lily, do not have a sausage, babe.
I'm not having a
You're
sausage.
stronger than that.
That hurts me because I actually really like him.
I
That's
really
the only
like
thing.
him.
That's what
I'm like, do you know what? I said, it's all fun and games now. As soon as we're on a budget shopping list,
If I get voted out for eating a sausage, that...
No, it's not that, bro. But
That's
it's like
fine.
because.
people might direct their angst
Oh,
at
yeah,
you.
they will, yeah, obviously, but...
Bro, you're such a
It's a bit
lovely
of fun.
lad. You know what,
Yeah.
bro? You did your
I'm
choice.
your
It's fine.
friend.
It's fun, it's
As long as
fun.
you're happy, bro.
I am
Sausage
happy, I'm
gate or
fucking-
not.
Trust me.
I don't want you to do this to yourself, man.
No, it's all right. I'm old enough, I'm big enough to make my own decisions. It's all right. If I go, I go. It's sound.
Right. Debrief time.
I ate a sausage.
What?
Yeah.
Don't worry.
Okay, well, that didn't go well.
You've done it now.
We're gonna go one by one. I'll start with you, Khaled. I've got no faults for you. You've literally been on top form. Marcello, breakfast was a hoot.
Thank you.
It was a hoot. It went down very well. You did a great job.
Thank you.
Don't eat the food. Hannah, you smashed it as well in the kitchen. I just need you to smile more. But yeah, well done. You've done well. Sarah, my love,
Yeah.
you've done well to manage,
Thank you.
but I think you just need to de-stress a little bit.
I'm struggling.
Don't let them stress you out. Service with a smile. Keep smiling. Keep doing what you're doing, but don't stress, because if you stress,
I really struggle not. I genuinely.
I know.
I'm being like, I really struggle not to.
if you need 5 minutes, go sit in the toilet.
Noted, Dean.
Thank you. But other than that,
Noted.
you were great. You've been great with the customers. Your service has been unbelievable. But just don't get stressed. Lily. No sitting with the customers, okay? No eating the food, because that will literally f us up. We are solely responsible for this task. If we fail, it's on us.
Yeah.
All right? Professionalism.
And she kept the customers entertained as
And
well.
you kept them entertained, so yeah, but just no hugging. We're a 5-star resort, we don't do hugging. That's an extra service they're not paying for.
Okay.
All right?
I'm proud of all of you.
Thanks.
All of you. We're proud of you too, man. You did well as a
Oh,
crew.
yeah.
It's a big thing to be able to support yourself, but when you see others support you, it's a pretty crazy feeling. I know how you two feel after the eviction, having actually people support you, but seeing it live in the flesh, I just want to say thank you guys, and I wish you all the best, and I wish everyone else the best, honestly. I just want to say hello, man.
Oh, hi, head of house. You all right?
Please don't say that, it's gross. I hate the head of house.
Oh, sorry.
No, it's okay, Khalid, man.
Why don't you enjoy your party?
I am. I also want to do this. It's bittersweet. It's like, I was saying to them, it feels like eviction, like surviving eviction. Like, yeah, you're happy, you're good, but at the same time, your friend's not.
Khalid, you don't need to give us an impassioned speech about
It's not
how
an
sad
impassioned
you feel for it. You can go and enjoy your party.
Yeah, but you keep saying, I'm just saying, like, I just want to come say hi.
Okay.
That's it.
Worst thing is now, they're definitely going to think that we don't want them here. Like,
I don't want them here. Right, can I just say... No.
No, please, be open. Like, this is an open space.
Thoughts inside, Ali.
No.
I'll say it. I think Khalid is fake. And I think
Khaled's fake as well.
everybody doesn't see it except from me.
As we all know, he's never seen this or been in this, anything, or he doesn't...
Oh, please.
Obviously he's seen this.
But like,
You've never seen an episode of Big Brother in your life.
Why is he like, oh, they might be on a secret task? He's thought of stuff to predict in the house, but if he's not seen it, then he wouldn't have known it.
Yeah.
He doesn't want to look like he's reveling in a party because that will make him not look like a nice guy. It's very important for him to be seen as a nice guy. So he'll constantly try to rescue the narrative of himself by, for example, coming up and giving us an impassioned speech about how terrible he feels. He doesn't feel terrible. He just wants to look like he feels terrible.
But like, I feel like I'm being noticing it. And like, he's playing a game. It's obvious. And it's just funny that no one else has noticed. Like, do you not think?
I'm not sure I'm fully convinced that no one has noticed.
The vibe has gone off.
Why?
Definitely some of the girls who are feeling a type of way. We danced there, you guys danced here. Suddenly, bro, the entire vibe's off. And bro, I know you. If you say it isn't, you are lying.
I'm not the one to be in between it.
100%, I know that.
So like, for me, it's not, I'm not gonna sit here telling you, or, you know, this is one way or another. The thing is, for me, is I am a very neutral person. If there is something that you feel, and I've said to everyone else, is speak to them.
I think you're a nice boy, but I find sometimes the interactions I find false, and I find that very, very difficult because then I don't want to engage with it, because I don't want to play into, like, I don't want to be fake with you, and I don't want to be like shaking your hand and hugging you when inside I'm thinking, I just don't buy it. At the eviction, you're sitting there yawning, acting bored, when other people are like facing something that's really stressful. Like,
I wasn't the only one, but yes.
Yeah, but then when Iz was looking worried, you were the one that was like, why are you looking worried? You're not the one up for eviction. And I'm like, that's just basic empathy. That's why Iz was worried and upset, you know? And then there's no need for these long speeches about how you want to check in on us and make sure we're okay and all. It's not authentic. It's a 10-minute party in a fake house. I don't think you're a fake person, and this is what I want to be really clear about. Like, people are not all good or all bad. There is bits of everything in everybody.
Of course.
I like a lot about you, but I find some of the interactions are not real.
I wanted to come speak to you tonight, but I thought tonight would not be the right time. Everyone's vibing weird with everyone. It's weird. All I wanted to do was see what it was. The only difference from before and after was the party. So everyone assumed it was a party. That's not me, that's everyone.
I don't hate you.
Yep.
I don't dislike you.
Well,
All the good things I've said about you are true.
Even if you dislike
But I think some of your interactions are false.
Not everyone is, well, especially, I'm not gonna say for everyone, for me, is not as calculated with their words as much as someone who's good at speaking as you are, as articulate as you are. I'm still, you forget, I'm 23. I'm not gonna be perfect in all the words I say. Neither is anyone here perfect with everything they say.
I'm not trying to single you out or pick on you. You're just the person I've noticed it in the most.
But if someone was saying this about you, would you not naturally want to be like, especially if you don't feel that way, would you not kind of want to like answer everything and almost naturally justify
Yeah,
it?
you feel a need to defend yourself, which is
it
fair
almost-
enough.
it
But
comes
you,
almost to the point of attack.
you have defended. I've said what I think, and you've defended yourself. So is that not now the end of the conversation? We don't have to agree.
And if that did come off as patronising, see, I'm going to apologise now, but you're going to assume it's like a la-di-da, then I apologise.
It is what it is.
Well, that's
done.
unfortunate, so.
Yeah.
Some people are already forming quite strong opinions and stuff. I know who I am. I'm going to keep being me. If that rubs you off the wrong way, cool. Don't expect me now to be buddy-buddy with Ali. Now it's just going to be professional, bye, after you, after me, that's it. Isn't that called life? Isn't that called, if you sense it was received a certain way, then you just want to make sure, okay, is everything good? Yeah, do you want, I show you that it's all good between us, we just banter. I want to show you that I'm still good with you. Everything's magnified in this house. You'll see what you want to see in people. If I want to see certain things in someone, I'll see that certain things in someone.
The housemates nominated for eviction this week are Days.
What?
Ali. Lily. However, as head of house, Khaled was given a very special power to influence the results of nominations. Khaled, stand up.
Oh my God, oh my God. Khaled, it's all right, mate.
Khaled, you had the power to choose either save and replace or a killer nomination.
Yeah. Sorry, G.
Neither of them were good. Neither were good.
Khaled, you chose the power of a killer nomination. Khaled, you must now explain which housemate you chose to killer nominate and why.
So I'm going to start with why. Taking someone else out and putting someone else in. It wasn't up to me to do that. Everyone voted for those people, and that's how it worked. I considered the fact that you, and you were all up for nomination last week. So I didn't want to make you guys go through that again. Then I considered everyone who was in storage. I considered who I got close to and who I bonded the most with. And then, unfortunately, I picked Martha.
I just think that's a bit of a joke, if I'm honest, but all right,
Yeah.
that's fine.
I had to consider what's going on. I tried to be as fair as possible.
Oh.
I just wonder if, you know, if there's something about Martha that made you pick her, maybe it would be better to be direct about that.
So why do you assume that there's a direct thing?
Because there must be something about Martha that made you pick her above other people. Maybe the bit that feels invalidating is saying that it was fair to pick her.
So there was not a direct thing specifically with her. It was about who I bonded with the most. You've got to remember as well, there was a lot of people that...
Yeah, so just say that then. Just say...
I did say that. Did I not say that? Did I not say that?
What, say what?
It's like attacking him for no reason.
I said...
I'm genuinely not I'm genuinely
But Ali, it
not
does feel like you're
attacking.
attacking me because I said my statement and then you're going, yeah, but there must be a direct thing. I said everything laid out on the table, but yet you're looking for something. And all you are nominated, you nominated, everyone nominated, but yet you're looking at me as if I'm the big bad wolf. For some reason, Ali, which I just can't pinpoint, I feel like you're trying to find out something to vilify me, something to go.
I'm not trying to vilify you.
But then why are you saying there's a
Khaled.
direct thing specifically with her? I said to you my reasons.
Khaled, like, just, I'm not trying to vilify you. I do not dislike you. Really, really, I like genuinely don't dislike you as a person. So please believe me when I tell you, I'm not vilifying you.
It's a two-way thing.
But Khaled, you're accusing me of vilifying you, which you know will be perceived by everybody who hears that as I'm the bad guy.
You openly said, Khaled, I think you do false things. So you're expressing an opinion, but when I express an opinion, Khaled, you're trying to pin something. Do you know how difficult it was to pick that in under a small time pressure?
I believe you.
Is that everything?
Yeah.
Sick.
in the storeroom. Yeah.
I thought the fairest thing would be not to manipulate the household decision.
That position you were in, it didn't matter who you picked, somebody was going to get upset.
But it isn't fair. It isn't fair that Martha's up for nomination when she wasn't nominated. That doesn't feel fair.
Absolutely.
To go it's fair feels dismissive to Martha's feelings. But to say that, like, I tried to pick the fairest option...
Yes. But that's the thing.
So what would have been
I feel like
fair
I did.
No, but that's what I'm saying. I'm not disagreeing with his actions.
Right.
At all. But I'm saying that, like, saying it's fair might make Martha feel like it's not
But
fair.
I didn't say it's fair. I didn't say it's fair.
But you tried to say that you picked the fairest
I said
position.
I believe it's the fairest opinion, which I'm entitled to my own beliefs.
Yeah.
I have to pick someone.
Yeah.
But I just want to say that, and do I feel sorry for how she felt? Yes.
I don't think you need to justify it. Like, that's why I'm kind of jumping, because I'm like, I don't think he needs to justify
No, but babe, I'm so sorry, but, like, I'm just saying, for me, I also get how Martha's feeling, and it doesn't feel fair.
So does everyone.
But there you go. So why is
So
it like...
what's your point then?
My point is what I just said, Nathan.
Okay.
Can you stop being disrespectful, please?
I'm not. I'm just. I think you're putting them through it again, which I think's
I'm not
unnecessary.
putting them through anything. It's like I could barely get a word in half the time. Like, this has been happening all week, and I've been shutting up about it because I've been feeling oversensitive about it. But half the time, I'm never given the space to actually say what I actually mean without someone jumping down my throat. I'm sick of it. I'm sick of it because it's not respectful and it's not nice and it's not fair. It's not fair.
What isn't?
What I'm trying to say is, like, half the time, I can't even get a sentence out fully before someone comes at me to try and say something.
Can I just say I jumped in because I didn't like the fact that I felt like you were nitpicking at him.
But I wasn't nitpicking at him.
And I felt it was a very unfair situation for him. And such a
I know
difficult
it's
situation
unfair.
that none
He's
of
my
us was wanting to win.
friend.
And I just thought I'd
He
jump
is
in.
my friend.
That's all right. I just didn't like what I was seeing and I jumped in.
That's not what I didn't like. You didn't even understand the context of what was going on.
Didn't I?
Yes, Nathan.
Why?
You're not Big Brother. You don't see everything. I was just saying that Martha was sat there crying, saying it's not fair, it's not fair. Then it might just be nice if you use different language so it doesn't make her feel like she's being invalidated. I just want to talk because I know, I'm a straight shooter. And I get...
as am I.
Exactly.
We both
but
are, which is fine.
I just feel like I'm never given the chance to, like, fully... No, but just wait, because I can see you're already reacting to what I'm saying.
I'm thinking, I'm not speaking.
So I'm just saying, I feel like you never give me the chance to fully articulate my words before you're ready to what feels like you come towards me. Like, I was saying the exact thing as Ali.
I thought you had spoken at length for quite a bit of time before I jumped in, and I felt what I was hearing and what I was seeing was unfair for a guy that was standing there and had made a decision that no matter who he had picked, someone would have disagreed
100%.
with, someone would have been upset. And I thought, to what I perceived as nitpicking on his word choice, I thought was wholly unfair.
Ali did also step into that conversation as well.
That's right.
And ended up having that conversation. I was never accusing him of being, like, false or not saying what he meant.
I know you weren't
So it was like
that.
we were offering slightly different points that also came down to, like, all I did was want him to be like, look, babe, just have a bit of consideration for her feelings and saying it's fair
What
right
would you
now.
prefer them to do?
Just stop saying it's the fairest choice when she's there, like, upset about it.
What should he have said?
Okay, you're not hearing what I'm saying again.
I am.
I'm not saying that he should take back what he said in the speech. He had a choice to make. It was difficult.
That's right.
He had to make a choice.
My point exactly.
Exactly. But what I was just trying to say is that he shouldn't continue saying it's the fairest choice, because that might feel invalidating to Martha's feelings.
I'm actually a bit shocked, if I'm honest.
It's not a bit shocked, Nathan. You haven't even followed on this conversation because you're so ready to, like, tell me what I've just said.
No.
That, like, you haven't even listened to me.
I have listened, but I'm just a bit shocked because I'm surprised for you to say that you felt like I've not listened to you in the house
I'm
When
not
I feel
saying,
like I feel like that's the exact opposite to what I've done with
I'm not
everyone
saying,
in the house.
I'm not saying it's a persistent thing, but that, what felt like quite a vicious attack.
It wasn't a
for
vicious
me-
attack.
No, but
That's
I'm-
very strong
what
language.
has felt to me, and this is what I'm trying to say about the feelings. You might have not meant it as an attack.
A vicious attack is a
but
very
you might
strong...
have not meant. Are you going to let me finish? I'm saying you might have not meant it like that, but that's how I perceived it.
I apologise that you felt that way, but I have never intentionally cut you off or disagreed with you just because at any point in this house. I'm not even annoyed. I'm just quite miffed, because that's not my style and that's not what I've done to anybody in this house, so I don't know why I would do it with you. But I don't think we're going to get any further forward if we talk at the moment.
I agree as
I
well.
think later, if you want to grab me for a chat, you're more than welcome, absolutely. But I think we'll leave it at that at the moment. I think it would be a good idea.
I just wanted to talk because it's awkward, and I don't want like awkwardness to go on for like days and days and days and days. But I also don't want to talk for hours and hours and hours and like stress you out and stress me out as well, because I think some of what's happening is getting blown way out of proportion.
They're talking out there, aren't they?
Yeah.
There's Khaled and Ali are out there having a chat.
What's occurring then?
I think they were going to have a chat, so there's clearly just...
Yeah, that was it.
But this is just
having a chat.
That was
Khaled
it.
and Ali. Like
Okay.
Ali. But I think the thing is, they might as well not bother, because that's the third day running, so they're clearly both not going to like one another.
Yeah, just be, as long as...
Sometimes you just, it's okay not to be friends and just accept it. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Don't try and fight it.
Yeah, 3 days running.
Yeah.
I have said repeatedly to people that I don't dislike you. I have said that there are parts of you that I experience as genuine and nice that I'd like to get to know more. And yesterday, in that moment where you felt picked upon when you were stood up, the first thing I said was, I can see you being genuine, and I can see that that was really difficult for you.
And yet you continued. That's what I'm saying. It's what you do, actions. You say certain things, but then you still proceed to scrutinise me.
Maybe it would be nice to park some of this stuff and try to get to know each other.
I feel like that's disingenuous now. Can you see how that raises alarm bells for me? What about disingenuous? Because you had no interest in that.
Like, I don't have an agenda. I'm not staying here. I'm going home.
Well, you don't know that yet.
No, I'm going home by choice. I'm not staying here.
Why are you going home?
Because this sucks. It's a shit experience, and I don't want to be here.
Dude, don't go home.
Like, I don't want to have arguments with people on television. I am not staying. Don't tell the others, but I don't want to be here anymore.
No,
so
wait.
I'm going.
You're going to get back to where you need to be, and we're all going to help you do that. But if you leave, we'll all feel like you let you down. And I know it's not about us, but I think at the end, you'll feel like you let yourself down as well, and you will regret it, no matter how you feel right now. No, you can come in. Everything good? You can swap me.
Yeah, of
I'm gonna
course.
go vape.
Yeah. We're just having a little chitty chat.
All I just want to say is, like, just genuinely, please stay. Like, just, you've worked so hard to be what all of us have. This is just such an early thing, it'll all blow over, and for everything that I may have done or said that's come off the wrong way, I'm sorry. I'm not asking you to change whatever you think of me, but all I'm saying is I will just forget whatever happened, and I'll just take it as face value now, and I'll try to rebuild whatever we've got, and I mean that wholeheartedly, and I'm so on it if you are.
Yeah, well, I'm really sorry that you feel like I've been picking on you, because that's not my intention. And I'm happy not to, like, rehash anything.
Yeah, and just leave it for the past.
Yeah, and move
Real?
forward for a fresh slate.
Go on, you two.
I really am sorry, all right? Everything good?
I'm sorry as well.
Awesome.
That's good. Yeah. Come on, alley cat.
Not guilty. Poor Izaz, he's like the child of divorced parents.
No, thank you.
You're most welcome.
Is there a spicy chicken one left?
No, it's halloumi left.
Oh, halloumi!
No, don't touch it.
Oh,
Lily.
that smells bloody gorgeous.
Halloumi. Oh.
Can I eat the halloumi one?
Can we eat it?
I'm throwing it in the bin.
Get it away.
I'm throwing it in the bin.
Yeah, get
No.
it away. Yeah.
In the bin.
Yeah.
We can't eat it. It's got to go in the bin.
Can we're not allowed to eat them. I wouldn't even brought them in here.
No, it's bad, but it's got to go in the bin. We're not failing this bullshit.
Yeah, well done.
No.
Nah, good decision. Good decision.
No.
Why? Why did you put that in the bin?
I should have just went in the.
Why did it go in the bin?
Because we're not allowed to eat it.
Because we can't eat it anyway.
I didn't just play on the roads for no reason.
He's right.
It's a good decision. Well, they'll have a luxury budget.
It wasn't our food to throw. That's all.
Hey, all right, man. I'll know.
Takes away all the risk. I'll back it. I made the right decision. There you are.
It's a waste of a bagel, man.
No, I do agree. To me, I just hate wasting food, period.
No, if that's in the fridge, someone's going to eat that because there is no food in this house.
It's 2 halves of a bagel.
Wait, what happened?
They brought the food in, there was a bagel left, yeah? And then people ran over to it and I threw it in the bin.
Good man. Anything that goes against the task today, like I said to even those, we need to understand a fine line between having fun and actually eating good for the next week.
Yeah.
Let's have a bit of fun, right? Let's enjoy it, but make sure we can do it.
I did what I did and I stand by it, man. I'm not for all of us. That's for all of us. That's not just for me. You would have done the same.
Man, I'm glad you did that.
I told you, Dean,
Yeah,
last
I'm
week.
glad
I
you
said
did
if I'm ever doing a task,
Yeah.
We need Dean.
we're doing it.
Yeah, fully.
playing
That's the
games.
type of shit you lose over, bro.
Well done.
All right, no, but fine. It's in the bin. However, would have made a difference if it was in the fridge.
Yeah.
It could have. He's removed the potential for someone to eat it.
Yeah.
Rather than someone not eating it or
So
eating
technically, you're saying you just don't trust it, so you throw it.
it. So trust
You
it,
don't
yeah.
trust the people there, so you throw the food.
1 second is. What you're saying is, now you're saying there's a trust thing, right?
Yeah. When it was thrown, I looked at Emma and she goes, "Why was that thrown?" Regardless of it, I saw someone who was upset by that bagel being thrown. My obvious valid reaction would be, why was that thrown in the bin? That the person brought it in. Does that make sense?
Can I say something?
that's
Is this worth it? Like, at all? In the grand scheme of what we're trying to achieve.
Which is fine. I haven't sit here saying Dean's in the wrong for throwing it in the bin. I said there's no right or wrong to what the bagel had to do with anything.
But I don't want to have, like, anything with you over a bagel, bro.
Yeah.
Not over a bagel, boys.
No,
we're
of
not.
course not.
If it was me, honestly, I would have put it in the fridge.
Thank you.
But I would have been worried that someone would eat it during the task. So
I get
maybe
that, I get
it
that.
takes a risk out the way.
It wouldn't have been me who done it.
Okay, fine. You're the little...
Yeah, but it wouldn't have been me.
He's a
Whoever would have ate that bagel, it would have been on them, but they ate the bagel.
You are up to no good today.
Well, that's why I threw away the bagel. Started a drama with that.
Apparently, I was annoyed about
Yeah,
it,
apparently.
but I wasn't.
Yeah, apparently he was.
Who said it?
And I went,
I wasn't. Is us.
You've been summoned, Izzy.
What have I
Why
done?
have you told people I was annoyed about him
No,
throwing the bagels
I didn't say
away?
you were annoyed. I said I felt you were annoyed. That's
Why
all.
did you think that when I didn't say fuck all to you about it?
You said, why did they throw that in the bin?
Yeah.
Yeah, and I was just like, why didn't they put it in the fridge instead? That's all.
No, but why
But it
did
wasn't
you...
even a big thing.
But why did you think I was annoyed?
Because I thought you probably wanted it later, that's why.
Why did you think that when I didn't say it?
No, but
Have you
said...
been stirring?
No, I haven't. I haven't.
How is?
All I said is, why did you put it in the bin?
Yeah, exactly.
I wasn't annoyed.
No, which is fine, but this is what I mean. I only said that, but then it obviously circulated somehow. That's all I said.
Yeah.
It wasn't me who went around saying it.
Okay.
Because I only said it once, and that's it.
Yeah.
If I wanted to spread it, you'd know, because I'd come say it to you. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. Did you guys make those bagels?
No.
Did they did
But
they come from a higher place?
it was all a bit bagel drama after.
Oh yeah, there was right bagel drama after.
Where was bagel drama come from? Was it Dean?
What?
Did you cause bagel gate?
Yeah, I threw it in the fucking bin.
But he said he was fuming, but then when Dean asked him, he said he wasn't
Who's fuming?
annoyed. Izaz.
Yeah, it was
I don't think he was fuming.
No, he told me his exact words.
Oh,
I said,
He did actually say,
I
yeah.
said, I wasn't annoyed, Izaz. I said, I think you was annoyed. He went, annoyed. He went, annoyed. I was furious. He wanted to pretend that we'd had an argument.
But why? That's because you're now going to get me riled up and think I'm going to fucking argue with someone over a fucking bagel. Like, don't piss me off. Don't fucking do it.
I was going to say it's the longest I've gone without sex in like...
Same.
6 years.
Like, same, love.
6 years. Have you had a wank in the shower?
I had a lot of heavy breathing last night in the shower.
Guys, can we not? My parents are watching this. Your parents are watching this.
This is human nature.
Yeah, but how do we arrive at that?
I'm a human ejaculator.
Yeah, but some of us have jobs to go out to.
That is
Sorry, I didn't realise you were
Have
serious.
you done that, Marchie?
Sorry.
Yeah,
just
it
trying
is
to have
serious.
a conversation.
Have you done that here, Marchie?
No, that's what I'm saying.
The answer is no, and will never be yes.
I'll never
Please
do that.
don't. If you do, clean up after yourself.
Not in the shower, please.
But don't pull faces at me.
I'm just saying, you're
Like,
pulling faces at me.
I know the sort of things that will get me struck
but that's
off the
fine. But you said
register
it.
at
I've
my
been quiet
job.
now. That's fine. If you're sensitive about it, I've been quiet. That's fine. You said you're sensitive about it. I'll shut up. That's
I've
fine.
never, hang on,
That's fine.
hang on. I never
That's
said I
fine.
was sensitive about it. I said I know the things that will get me struck off the register for my job.
Okay.
And these sorts of conversations are one of them. It's
the first time you've told me about it, right?
And it's fine when we're in the house and I can move away from a conversation, but when we're all on a sofa, I can't move
Okay,
away.
noted. And it's the first time you've told me. Therefore, we're not speaking about it anymore. So, where we at? We're around adults. If you have a job which you're worried that it's going to jeopardise, I'm a grown man. I'll talk about what I want to talk about, bro. You don't have to take part. Just be quiet.
I think it was just she just seemed uncomfortable with the thing, but all she has to do is just pull you to the side and be like, listen.
Exactly. Well, I know she's not going to understand nothing, is she? I'm just going to pull her, get ready for what she wants to say.
I know, man. It's because she sees the HOH thing, bro, and this killer domination thing. Just cross things from now and otherwise, if things drag on, she might just, just do a mad one on you and get
She can do a mad one on
we
me.
want you around.
I know him. He's not gonna make friends because of that.
I'm not saying go and say sorry. That's not what I'm saying. Right now, it's all
That's
open.
out of order, bro. You can't. It's like a man going to shut the.
No, it's. I personally, it don't lie with me. But I'll just say, we don't know what power scheme that she's got. It can be very easy for her to make
She
her time
can put me up
miserable
if she
with it.
wants, fam. I don't give a. You saying you're right?
I'm fine, how are you?
I'm a bit pissed off, to be honest.
I thought you might be.
What was that about over there? Like,
What was what about?
I'm having an honest conversation about a real thing in here, and you're silencing it, making it awkward, making it embarrassing for me. If you feel that way, pull me up after. That's mad to me.
It's mad to me that you think you have a right to pull me and tell me off.
I'm not telling you off. I'm not telling you off.
The
I'm
way
saying-
that you speak and the conversations that you start sometimes are vulgar. Not everybody's going to enjoy them.
I said I
I
haven't-
don't always
I
enjoy
said I
them, and
haven't-
I don't necessarily. I'm speaking now. You've had
Yeah,
your
that's
turn
fine.
to speak,
That's
so let
fine.
me respond.
Thank you.
The idea that you think that you have the right to take me away and to tell me off for something that you were doing that offended me.
I haven't told you off.
That's not
I'm
okay.
not telling you off. I'm not telling
Like,
you off. I'm telling you how you made me feel in a certain situation, and
you-
it could have been handled better considering the conversation. I wasn't aiming anything at you. I haven't said, Ali, have you done this? I was talking about my experience in the house and a lot of other people, how it is in a natural situation where you can't do those things, where you can't have sex, where you can't masturbate, you can't do these things. This is real life. This is the situation we're in.
You have to think about what you're saying as well and understand that not everybody wants to hear about your masturbatory habits. I don't want to listen to it.
I said I haven't done anything in 2 weeks. This is the longest time I haven't done anything, and I'm getting shut down. Our parents are watching.
Marcello,
And you're aiming it at me as well.
Marcello, I don't think this conversation is helpful because I don't think you're going to agree with me. You were not having an adult, normal, sensible conversation.
So what was-
You
what
were
was not-
talking about ejaculating. You were talking about all sorts of things in quite graphic detail that I didn't want to listen to.
What
so
is
in this
graphic
situation,
detail? What is graphic
I'm
detail,
not
Ali? What is
talking
graphic
about
detail?
whether you've ejaculated or not. Don't subject an entire group of people to those sorts of conversations.
If you sit there and just be quiet, it's not involving you.
So I have to sit there completely silent and just let the conversation run its course, no matter how
Yes.
I feel and no matter how uncomfortable it makes me.
If people
that's
are
what
having a
you're asking me to do.
No, I'm saying that is what is happening in a group conversation in this situation. It's not I'm forcing my way and telling everyone to be quiet.
Not everybody was involved
If someone's
in
having
that
a conversation about something I don't agree with, I'm not going to throw my hands up in the air, don't talk about that. That's not how it works, Ali. You have to let people speak. That is reality. This is not, this not the Ali show. It's not.
I'm sorry you felt embarrassed
Pull
in
me
that
up
moment.
separately. Don't create an awkward moment for me when lots of people are talking.
I think everything you are saying to me right now is completely unreasonable and completely disrespectful. In the
Anyway,
moment,
look, it
I
is what
couldn't
it
get
is.
away.
I wasn't aiming anything at you. It's a conversation.
I know it wasn't aimed
an
at me.
adult conversation. I wasn't being vulgar. It's an adult conversation. Is that fair?
It wasn't. I don't think it was quite as adult as you think it was, and mature as you think it was. I don't think that was the tone of the conversation.
All right.
Honestly, so unreasonable.
If you felt it was right, then you felt it was right. Doesn't matter. End of discussion on that one, I would say.
He's like, it's just an adult, sensible. It wasn't an adult, sensible
wasn't a
conversation. It wasn't like, oh, I'm an adult. I have sexual needs that I can't meet in here, and actually, I'm finding it really difficult. It wasn't a sensible, mature conversation. It was talking about whether he'd ejaculated or not, and then people were referring to Tommy Tanks in the shower.
The housemates up for eviction this week are Hannah and Lily.
I don't. We already knew.
Hannah.
Composure,
I'm sorry, Hannah.
please.
And Nathan and Izaz.
Thought so.
Nominated housemates will face eviction individually, not in their pairs.
Dodge that bullet.
However, as heads of house, Ali and Dean were given the power to influence the results of today's nominations. Ali and Dean, stand up.
I think we're gonna pass out.
Same.
Is your heart pumping? Yeah.
Oh my God, that's gonna go.
You okay? It's okay. It's alright, babes. It's alright.
Sorry, it's a lot of pressure.
Ali and Dean, you had the power to choose either save and replace a pair or kill a nominate a pair. Ali and Dean chose the power to save and replace. Ali and Dean, you must now explain which pair you chose to save and why.
We chose to save Hannah and Lily.
We didn't think it was right to put Lily through that again.
Thanks.
And I don't think you deserve to be up.
And we replaced them with Khaled and Marcello.
We replaced with you two because you'd not been up for nomination at all. So we thought, we'll go for the boys. They'll be able to handle it. They'll deal with it better than some other people. Sorry, guys.
As a result of heads of house Ali and Dean's decisions, the housemates nominated for eviction this week are Izaz, Khaled, Marcello, and Nathan. Housemates, you can now leave the sofas.
I've been waiting for an I told you so moment.
Stop it.
How did it feel?
Not
Sucked,
good.
right?
Yeah, it's not good.
Now do you see how when I had to do that and you kind of jumped on me in front of everyone in the group, how that kind of sucked?
Interesting that you're taking this as a point scoring exercise.
Not point scoring.
But I take your
I
point.
wanted it as a reflection.
But you did target me for
100%.
my scrutiny of you. So you chose to villainise me in that moment.
Do you want to come sit down? Right. There wasn't that. It was the fact that you brought a personal conflict into it, which made it different. And then you brought that fake thing into it, and I didn't feel like that was fair at the time. And when the apology you gave me,
I didn't bring the fake thing into it at all. I said what I said and I didn't use the word fake.
You did.
I talked about exactly what we talked about in the conversation, but in that moment, you used it as an exercise to make me look like the villain. What I will say about this situation right now is I think it's really disappointing that you have chosen this moment to point score.
you think people haven't been asking me if it was a personal thing, this and that? I've been saying, I don't know if it is, I want to speak to you about it, this and that.
I don't like this. This is a tactic in arguments that people use to say, everybody thinks this about you. No, it's true. If you're not prepared to name them and give me the opportunity to speak to them, just don't mention it. Are you done?
One
cool,
second.
bye.
I'd love to squash it, because it wasn't even like I don't have a problem with it being, I don't. You see me smiling, bro. It's not, I don't have to convince anyone, man. I'm so at peace with it all. It's the actions. All I wanted her to be like, because do you know what her apology was to me when all that happened? Do you want to know what she said? This is her apology. I'm sorry for singling you out as the only fake person here.
Right.
And you can ask Ali. Ali won't lie. She'll say it herself.
No, she won't lie. No, she won't
And
lie.
she'll say it herself. I was like, now that you've seen that, I was like, last week, when you came at me, it did really suck.
Yeah.
So I was like, this is a
You're right.
Yeah.
You okay?
We'll talk tomorrow. It's honestly no beef.
I don't want to talk to you, but done. Yeah? You had your opportunity to talk and you chose to point score, so we're done.
I did not point scores.
We can be polite, we can be cordial, but we're not
We can 100%
talking.
be polite, but the fact that you take it as point scoring, all I wanted was recognition of how you acted towards me last week. I wasn't angry at
That's the definition of point scoring.
And how was your apology to me? I bit my tongue. How was your apology? You said, I'm sorry for singling you out as the only fake person here. Correct or no?
The cameras are there, why don't you look at them, Khaled? Because that's who you're playing to.
But why did you not answer the question? Did you or did you not apologize
You and I
to
are
me like
done.
that?
Our bridges are burned.
Did you or did you not
I don't like
apologise to me
you.
like that?
You don't like me. I'm cool with that.
I don't have
I'm
no
happy
with
to
the qualms.
coexist. That's fine
Ask
by
everyone.
me.
I had no insults to say to you, nothing bad.
And I know this is what you do, by the way, and you say that everybody agrees with you and you've already spoken
And
to
you said that to
everybody,
me.
and that's a tactic.
And you said that to me.
That's a tactic. And all of this will be on camera when we're out of this house,
That's absolutely
and everybody
fine,
will
Ali.
see exactly what you're like.
Absolutely fine, Ali. Absolutely fine.
What is your
What did he say that was
problem with Khaled?
Khaled has taken an opportunity to point score with me instead of just waiting for a start until the dust has settled, which, as far as I'm aware, he told everyone he's going to talk to me tomorrow. Khaled brought me into that space there, away from everybody else, gave me a hug, and then was like, ha ha, now you know how it feels. That to me is point scoring. So for me to be in a similar situation to Khaled, to have to make similar difficult situations, I'll be honest with you, of course, part of the reason to nominate you guys above someone that I've never had conflict with is because we've had conflict, because in difficult situations, you pluck at the only reasons you can to make choices. Was I going to nominate Khaled this week? No, I wasn't. And I said that in the diary room. I'm going to get done for a rule break, but I wasn't going to nominate him because our relationship was building and developing in a positive way. But when push comes to shove and you have to find reasons to nominate people, you're going to do that. I am shouldering the blame because everybody will assume that I was making a personal attack
And
on
it
yourself
wasn't.
and Khaled.
It really
when
wasn't.
that isn't how the conversations went down at all
No.
in the diary room or anywhere else. This, to me, was not the right time for Khaled to jump on me. I think it was really unfair. And of course, he's never going to slag me off. He never wants to look like the bad guy. Khaled is all about impression management, all about smiling at the right cameras and making sure that he never presents himself in any negative light in front of any of you. So as far as I'm concerned, me and Khaled are done. I'll be respectful to him, I'll be courteous to him, but I'm done. He's not my friend.
It was get Lily out. It was
It
get
wasn't. I
Lily
didn't hear
out.
that. I did not hear that, Lily. I did not hear that. Promise, I promise, I promise. You right? You heard me, didn't you? Did you hear get Martha out? No. Hannah just said to me she said it was get Lily out.
No, I
It was what?
Hannah said to me she heard get Lily out, and I
didn't
said,
hear
well, I didn't hear that. And she went, I did. And I thought, I didn't hear that.
I didn't hear that.
I did not hear that at all, Lily. I didn't.
I didn't hear that.
Niels, I did not hear that. Did you, Hannah? Did you hear that?
I
She just
didn't.
ignored the question.
I didn't hear anything. I'll be honest. All I heard was screams and yays. I didn't even hear any boos.
I don't have a career to go back to, Dean.
Of course you do.
If I say what I say, it just worsens the situation.
I heard get someone out. I didn't
Honey,
hear.
did you hear me? Yeah, I did. If people know, for example, that it will upset her, I shouldn't be asked that in front of her.
But then you shouldn't have said it then.
No, because I literally was like, did you hear get Martha out? Did you hear get Martha out? And I said, no, I had to get Lily out. And then after that, you said to me when you were sitting down there,
How sure
why
are
aren't you
you?
saying it? Why aren't you saying it?
No, I asked you whether you heard that, Hannah.
No, you said to me, have you heard it? And why
No,
aren't
I asked you
speaking?
whether you'd heard
when I
it.
was sitting down, you said, why am I not speaking? Because I was silent. And
I think you've
I
made
can get
that-
Shagan right now, Shagan.
Oh, go and get your wing man. Yeah.
Babes, it's not wingman, babes. Respectfully, it's not wingman.
Okay.
Yeah.
Why are you so
No,
pressed?
because babes, it's not about me being pressed. It's the fact that you talk about wingman. Literally.
Okay, well, sorry, he's not a wingman then. That's the wrong thing to
Yeah,
say.
thank you very much. Cut it.
You came down here, you had an attitude, Hannah.
I never had the
asked you-
attitude.
you
I never had the
did.
attitude because I came down here,
You
I answered
did.
the question. If you're going to be coming at me saying, why did you say it then? Why did you say it then? What do you want me to do? F***ing lie, babes.
No,
you want
you
me to lie, but do you
indirecting
want
it.
me to lie? Because I'm not going to lie for nothing.
Don't shout, Hannah.
Simple.
Why are you shouting?
No, because I don't do. This is why I
But
tell
you were
people.
indirecting. You were
No, but I
indirecting to
tell
Nathan.
people.
You
I
don't
do
let
tell
people speak,
people.
Hannah.
No, because I don't want to hear you speak.
What
so
do
you
you
just
mean?
indirecting. I do not want want to hear you speak, so why are you going to be carrying on talking if I don't want to hear you speak right now?
You're being disrespectful.
Simple.
No,
I
that's
will
not
be
fair.
But then
That's
Lily
all
was
I
sat
said.
here, Hannah, saying, who heard it, who heard it, who heard it? That's why I said, did you hear it, Hannah?
You knew
But
about
you
it.
didn't
I
own
literally-
up for it.
But
That's
babes,
why I said that,
But babes,
though.
why am I then gonna go up to her and be like?
Because she was asking.
Yeah, but then she's gonna get emotional about it.
But if she was already emotional,
But she's already emotional. Why am I gonna worsen the situation for
Hannah,
her?
she
Then
was
you're gonna
sat-
say to me, then you're gonna
Hannah.
why say it anyway? Like you're gonna try to paint me out as a bad person.
I'm not painting you as a
Babes,
bad person.
Kick rocks, brother. I don't care. Kick rocks. Literally.
I don't need to, you can't have a conversation. Just
I
walk
don't want to have a
away.
conversation. I don't told you I don't want to have a conversation.
Okay, because you said your opinion and you don't like to listen to anyone else's.
I
All right, bye then.
don't want to listen to you.
Okay, bye.
No, it's not bad because now I'm gonna sit down because you're taking the piss and I'm gonna take my shoes off.
All right.
Literally.
Hannah, I'm trying to speak to you.
That's
you
the
don't
move,
let
but I
anyone
proved my
speak.
point, so I'm okay now. Carry on.
You came down here, Lily was asking who said it, she was constantly asking, you could see she was getting more and more distressed. I knew you had said it, that's why I looked at you. You turned your face away in utter disgust as if I'm a piece of shit on your shoe. You turned away, so then I was like,
I
Hannah,
didn't.
you
Do you know what?
say
If you
that.
don't want to make me
Did you
stressed,
not
why
say
did both of you
it?
just stand there and stare at me crying?
You shouldn't have made her admit she heard it.
But
why make her admit she'd heard it?
Because everyone was asking whether she heard it.
So what? Say no.
All right, say
no then.
I don't.
Because
lie.
she's
I said
crying.
from the get-go, I'm not a liar. I cannot lie.
Sorry, say
That's
no.
that from the beginning.
It should have been said as no, she didn't hear it. But Martha's like, you did hear it or whatever.
If I'm seeing a little girl, not a little girl, of course, she's 20, but crying and etc., and I'm trying to be silent basically on the subject, why am I going to intensify it too?
Okay.
Simple.
All right.
People are really trying to make it seem as if I'm out here trying to make her home girl cry.
No, I'm not, Hannah. I don't get it. I don't get it. What
No,
you
I don't
doing?
get you.
Same.
Can't lie, you're a bit weird, you know? I can't lie to
Okay,
you.
let's not make it
heavy.
personal now. There's no
Can't
personal
lie.
bollocks. There's no personal
No, I'll
bullshit.
get personal.
It's not
When I
personal,
want-
Hannah. It's
No,
not
I'll get
personal.
personal
It's not
because
personal.
Then people need to
It's
shut
not
the f when they're speaking to me then, literally.
Hannah, I know you don't want to talk to me, but I just want to say I'm really sorry. I'm sorry. I shouldn't have put you in that position. I shouldn't have asked you that when you felt uncomfortable. You had that conversation with me privately. I'm really sorry. I was wrong to have done that. I'm sorry it's escalated so much. I have a lot of love and respect for you, I really do. And I'm really sorry for my actions.
No problem. I accept your apology. Even though you or others might have perceived the way I might have reacted as me going full throttle, I was very much trying to keep my composure.
Yeah.
That's why I've been telling people from the beginning, whilst I've been in this house, please do not rattle me.
I know.
Simple as. I understand that hopefully one day we could resolve it, but for now, like, you're just distancing it.
That's fine.
Literally, no
But I
problem.
am sorry, and I
That's
do
okay.
have a lot of love for you.
No problem, that's okay. Thank you so much
That's
for
all
speaking
right.
to me.
And your makeup still looks amazing. Which
Thank
is
you so much,
annoying.
you too.
Can I hug you or no?
Not right now, so
That's all right.
sorry.
No, it's okay.
Yeah,
I'm
thank
sorry.
you. That's all right. Stay safe.
You too, Angel, okay?
Vampires, as the winners of this week's shopping task, you have also earned the most powerful gift of all. The power to nominate.
Oh my God.
Vampires, only you have the power to nominate.
Oh, what?
And one final thing.
Oh, here we go.
Nominations will be face to face, and they are happening right now.
Yeah.
Ali, you must now stand and reveal the name of your first nomination.
Okay. My first nomination is for Marcello. Since I challenged you about how you speak in the house, I felt like you had quite a strong reaction, and I felt that it has damaged our relationship, and I would like to, if I'm friends with someone, be able to say something that makes me feel uncomfortable without having negative repercussions. My second nomination is for Hannah. Hannah has also had quite strong reactions towards me in the house because of decisions that I've made. There's definitely been times where I've felt really hurt, really ostracised, really alienated in the house. And part of that is because of some of the things that I've heard that you've said. Stand on your business, you've got to do what you've got to do.
Khaled, stand up.
So my first nomination is Lily. It was like the messiness, the screaming and stuff. Actually, I'll get better. But yeah, it's don't really talk too much, the mess.
No,
And
yeah, I know.
That's it, but you are working on that.
It's okay.
Khaled, could you reveal the name of your second nomination?
So, it's Nathan. Honestly, up until yesterday, bro, all good. I have forgiven you for yesterday, bro. But it was about how it went on. And I don't think you were being fully authentic in that. I feel like you wasn't as forthcoming as I thought you would be. To me personally, that was the thing.
Not being authentic.
I feel like you copped out with some of the answers. That was the only thing that actually ticked me off here. And yeah.
Shegan, stand up.
My first nomination is Nathan. Genuinely nice guy, nothing against you. It was the nasty, boring comment. I'm literally searching the world for answers right now. I feel like I do have opinions. You are a genuinely nice person. And I know that I'm also more than nasty, boring in it, so. But it's all love and respect, but that's why I'm nominating Nathan. So my second nomination is Lily.
Yeah. Okay.
Due to her treating me differently just because I was associated with Khaled when Khaled had dramas in the house. But again, you're both lovely people for real.
Okay.
So please hear my heart on that, please.
Yeah.
Okay. That was the worst thing ever. Never doing that again, that's dread.
Emma, stand up.
Mine are a bit of a cop-out, really. My first nomination is Dean, which might surprise a lot of you. I think out of everybody, he's missing his person. And as much as I know Dean wants to stay in it, and I know he wants to win it, I know he would be so happy to see Reese. And that's why I've nominated Dean. Sorry, darling.
No, I'm this is what you
It's
said
Reese,
about Reese, yeah.
I know. My second nomination is Hannah. And the reason is stupid because at this point I'm splitting hairs. And the only reason that I could pluck out was she was mean girl yesterday and she was at the forefront of the off thing. I also think if she did go up, she'll kill it. She'll still remain in this house. And I very much hope she does. That's
I know it's hard.
I thought he was coming up to slap me then.
No.
It's hard, man.
I know.
It's a hard game, this,
don't
big
worry.
brother.
Don't worry. It's okay. I love you, Emma.
Thomas, stand up.
My first nomination is Lily. The Lily from previous weeks, the screaming, unhygienic stuff, that Lily I really didn't resonate with, I didn't want to live with. This past week you've been really good, but you've got to bring up history when it comes in this house and you've got to think of how everyone's been as a person for the whole experience. Right now, that's what I voted for. I'm really sorry.
I don't even know why I'm crying. What the
My second choice was even harder, and then I thought I've got to look at it in a smart way, and I nominated Baked Potato for the sole reason of everyone likes you, so I voted for you as my way out, as my cop-out, but I felt fully confident that no one was going to vote for you, so that was my exact reason.
Thank you.
Dean, stand up.
Oh, for sake.
Dean, could you give the name of your first nomination and explain your reasons for this nomination?
My first one is Marchi. I didn't like the fact that there was a witching hunt and you were behind that, and you were trying to get her out, Ali coming to get her out. That is my only reason. I don't think this one's a surprise. Sarah. I genuinely don't really vibe with Sarah at all. I don't know if Sarah's being fully Sarah, and I don't know if I trust her. So those are my reasons for voting Sarah. Oh, I want to vomit.
This is Big Brother. The housemates who have received the most nominations are Hannah, Lily, Marcello, and Nathan.
You know, this is a strong lineup, you know.
I know.
Yeah.
Emma, stand up.
Oh no.
As you know, Head of House has the power to influence nominations. Therefore, you must now choose between either save and replace or a killer nomination.
It's a no-brainer. I'm going to save and replace. I'm going to save Nathan. And I'm going to replace with Dean. I'm sorry, Dean.
It's fine. The housemates facing the public vote this week are Hannah, Lily, Marcello, and Dean.
100 packets of chocolate bars. No veg, no fruit, chicken nuggets, pizza, chips, and mayonnaise, and 50 packs of beans.
And diabetes, high cholesterol, triple heart bypass. Let's do it.
Early grade.
Man said high cholesterol, triple bypass.
Oh,
Sarah, it's just because you are scared of my bread.
Why do you think everyone's intimidated of you?
Because I'm a chef.
You're a chef.
Your bread was great, but one loaf of bread a chef does not make.
The thing that
But you did a really good. I'm not taking that away from you.
Your bread was so flat.
Oh,
It looked like your ass.
Yeah.
Oh.
Is it pancake day? Is it pancake day?
Whoa!
Don't worry, Lily, she's just jealous of your bread.
Absolutely. I look like Alphaba. I'm green with envy. Do you see me turning? I'm so green.
Sarah, this whole facade screams jealousy.
But you also thought that I was defensive and actually wasn't, so your judgment of character isn't really proving itself today, but go off.
Shady in here.
Right, Lily's had enough
All
now.
right, no more beef, girls. I can see this getting a bit out of hand.
Patronising.
I'm going to nominate you if I stay.
What?
Right, we've lost the budget. Rule break. Lost the budget again. Lost the budget. We just lost the budget. Guys, we lost the
what
budget.
happened?
Did you not hear that?
It's not even funny.
What happened?
Lily just said if she stays, she's gonna nominate me.
Lily, get grip.
It was just a joke.
If anyone talks about any noms or anything like that, everyone in this house will see my wrath.
I was obviously joking. Why can no one take a joke in this house?
Because the joke isn't a joke, Lily. It says in the rules, do not speak about X, Y, Z. And it's not okay, and it's not f***ing funny.
Hannah, I don't think it's funny.
It's the consistent rule breaking of this house. I don't understand why it hasn't gotten through people's f***ing heads not to flipping rule break. Back to back.
I'd want to defend that, Lily.
To show I was joking, I said it to your face.
I'm not offended by what you said. I know you were joking. I'm just know it's a rule break. I'm not upset. I'm not hurt. I know it's a joke, but it's more just like, oh, the rule break.
I'm sick and tired of being sick and tired in this house, babe.
What happened?
A rule break.
Just now? You?
No.
Lily? No, what'd she say? You're joking, innit?
No. She looked at her Sarah and said, next time I'm nominating you. She's saying it's a joke.
My morale just lifted, fam.
Literally.
Lily broke the rule. What? I'm gonna start getting annoyed, I can't lie. I'm
It's
getting annoyed.
actually getting my nerves because I need sugar in my flipping diet.
She's been part of every rule break from week one.
Every single
And
one.
we grace
I'm
her.
sick
We
and
give her,
tired.
we allow it.
She doesn't care about no one. It's selfish tendencies, literally. I'm not surprised that I'm irritated.
Ali can't defend this girl no more.
She can't.
You know I really like you, but fucking hell. And usually I find these things quite funny, but like me, like after everything today, it's all a bit annoying if we don't fucking get it, Lily.
I don't regret saying it. I don't. Call me evil all you like. I weren't joking.
I didn't trust Martha at all. She said, oh, I've not, like, just the way she said it. She was like, oh, I've not had a task today, I've not been to the dining room, I've not. And I was like, yeah, it's like, you're just more bothered about airtime than you are about anything else. I think as well, right, Martha, she was one of those, like, kind of influencer types, isn't she?
For me, that's a bit of an ick. I have to admit.
What?
Like, when people are like, I'm an influencer, but not an influencer, but I have to admit, there were situations where I feel like Martha would amp it up a little bit, because she probably knew the camera's going to see this and I'm going to do my
and that bugs
or this,
me,
that, and the
that
other.
bugs
But
me.
I don't think it came out of malice, I think it came out of excitement.
Wait, was
Yeah.
Martha a social influencer?
She's like 10, she has 10K followers on TikTok.
But that's nothing, babe. Doesn't mean make you an influencer at all. I thought
Not influencer, but what we're saying is...
Babe, TikTok following is not influencer at all.
Okay.
I'm just clearing it up. Just clearing it up. It's not, so the say that that's not Martha. She's not an influencer.
I'm not using it as a derogatory
No,
term.
but she's.
I'm using it as a
but
term.
also be accurate because she's
I think,
not an influencer.
I think she used that about herself.
I think
she spoke about her saying she's an influencer.
I think she said I think she used that word about herself.
I never heard her use that word.
To me, an influencer, I would say an influencer means someone that makes money off social media, full stop.
Which she did do.
Making money off it, the way she was.
But the point of this conversation isn't the definition of influencers. We're going
No.
off track. That's not the point of this conversation. We've been hijacked with the definition of influencer. So,
I just don't think Martha's an influencer. I'm allowed an opinion on that, and I know influencers. I'm just saying you are categorizing her in the wrong area, and I'm just clearing that up. He'll back. I'm sure you'll agree with me. Do you think Martha was an influencer with 10k followers on?
10k followers, no.
That's what I'm trying to
But
clear
I'm
up
allowed to use the term. I feel like we're having a conversation, and I feel like you just completely hijacked the conversation, Mark. You take it completely off track.
No, because it's not fair to describe her as someone who's come on here trying to push her personality. I don't think she was trying to do that.
I feel like you're lecturing me, Mark.
No, I'm not. If you want everyone to just tiptoe around the conversation, don't do it in here, because it's not happening. Hijack today.
Marchie, why are you coming across so aggressive? I don't understand.
It's not aggressive. You think, I find it, just say, can I say something to you? Yeah? Do you know when Khaled viewed Hannah being aggressive? I find the same thing you do to me.
Okay,
Whenever
that's
Whenever
fine.
I talk about something or raise my volume, I'm being aggressive. I'm not being aggressive.
I can't tell if you're joking or not.
That means you don't know
I
me.
don't think you're
that
joking
means you're
right
not the
now.
person that you think you are to me. That upsets me because I thought we were good friends. And you did it to me on the table the other day, and I was upset with you for doing it because anytime I have a little jive back, I'm being aggressive, and I don't like it. I actually find it a bit rude. Because I think you hear my London accent and you judge it for being aggressive.
Nothing to do
then what
with
is
that.
it? Because
you jump in and you jump in.
But let me jump in as a friend. Let me enjoy myself. I'm having fun. I'm not being rude
because
to
you
you.
don't even crack a smile. I can't tell if you're joking. That's what I struggle
Bro,
with.
I've cracked smiles throughout this thing, but now I'm being serious. Please stop labeling me as aggressive because I don't like it. It's
I
like
apologize.
slanderous.
I just said
Thank
it's
you,
the wrong
and I accept
word.
your apology, but
apologize.
please not again because I don't like it. That's what upsets me.
Okay,
because we can't
apologize.
talk without you going, oh, I think you're being aggressive, and then it ruins the mood because I'm not being aggressive.
I said I apologize. I don't find you
And you're meant to be my friend in here, but you're throwing
took it back. So
you're
stop going
throwing
back in my
slander on
face.
me. I don't appreciate
I
that.
just apologise.
That's
So don't
fine,
go
and I
back in my
accept it.
face.
So move on. You can carry on talking about what you're doing. Next time, I won't jump in, and that's how it makes me feel.
Okay, I just picked the first word that came into my head. I'm not saying it's the right word, but it's the first word that came into my head.
I've held my tongue about it so many times. You've done it to me many times. Don't do that. It's not nice. I'm talking to you. If you don't know me, you don't know me. But don't claim you're my sister, you understand me, you're my best friend in here, and then shut me down every time I speak to you. Because I don't like that. That means you don't understand me, and that's a whole other story. You have got her wrong by describing her as an influencer. Doesn't make me aggressive because I have an opinion on it. I rate Martha. I think she was. I think she had a good heart. And
I
she
agree.
was-
I think I agree.
I agree.
And I don't think she was an influencer. Give me a hug, man. Come on. No, I love you.
I don't think it matters.
Well, we're here. That alley. You know.
Let's talk about Ali.
Yeah.
I got some shit to get off my chest.
I know.